Hello children, hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to start a new chapter of biology book, that is the cell, chapter 2. Let us begin with an introduction part. What is a cell? A cell is a basic unit of life. Therefore, cell is called the structural and functional units of an organism. What does it mean? If we take an example of a wall is made up of bricks. If you can see, a wall is constructed and is made up of bricks. Likewise, in human beings are also made up of cells. You can see an organism is present. Organism contains a system. Different types of system it has inside the body. Different types of system contains organs. Organs are made up of tissues and tissues are made up of cells. So, cell is the unit of life. All the living organisms are made up of cell. Now, a question arises. Who discovered cell? In 1665, English scientist Robert Hooke discovered cell. He observed a slice of cork under microscope. He named them cells. In 1670, Antony van Leeuwenhoek observed cells in drop of pond water using microscope. In 1883, Matthias Jacob Sliden observed cell in plant material. In 1939, Std-vi declared that animal tissues are made up of cells. Now, what are microscope? If you can see this is a microscope. Microscope helps in seeing the small cell. We cannot see the cell from our naked eyes. Okay. Now, this was the first discovery of Robert Hooke. The cells of cork he observed under the microscope. Now, next comes cell theory. By seeing all these observations, Hooke, Leeuwenhoek, Sliden, Chevron proposed a cell theory that consists of 3 points. First point, all living organisms are made up of one or many cells. Cell is the structural and functional unit of any living organism. New cells arise from the older cells by division. Now, there are different types of cell and we can define them or classifying them by seeing their cell number, by seeing their shapes, by seeing their size. Let us see variation in number. Unicellular organisms which are made up of only one cell, for example bacteria. Multicellular organisms which are made up of more than one cells, for example plants and animals. Now, these are multicellular organisms. Whether they are human being or they are bird or they are plants or they are animals, these all come under multicellular organisms. This is a structure of bacteria which is made up of only one cell. Next comes variation in cell shape. We can see there are different types of cells. These all cells which you can see, these all cells are having different shapes. Some are oval in structure, some are columnar in structure, some are round in structure, some are spindle shaped, some are spherical shaped, some have a long shape, some have the shape like this. These are the animal cells and this is a plant cell. So you can see the animal cells are of different shapes, as well as the plant cells also have different shapes. Now, next we'll see variation in cell size. Mycoplasma is the smallest cell in the world. Next comes nerve cells, which are long cells. Next comes ostrich egg, which is the largest cell on earth. So there are different cell variations in different cell size.